All the girls are so nice too, by the way.
Our final round, story time. The craziest on-the-job story you can tell us. We'll give you about a minute each. Who would like to begin?
Should we just go down the line?
All right.
Make it easy.
Dakota, you're up.
Get right on that mic, Dakota.
The first thing that came to mind was actually not that long ago. It was like 6 months ago, maybe. This drunk, obnoxious girl came in, just bothering everyone. And it was during my stage set. I don't know what possessed her to do it. She ripped off all of her clothes and jumped on the stage.
Wow.
And we're not going to tackle a naked drunk girl. I mean, the manager had to coax her off stage, please put your clothes on. And I think her friends, she came in with some people, but I'm pretty sure they left her. She's
alone and naked.
Alone and naked in a strip club.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
A lot of girls go
Dakota.
to strip clubs, don't they? A lot more than you would think.
Hi, Jane.
And every girl I know wants to go see what it's all about.
Grab the microphone,
Jane, get right on that mic.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
What's your craziest story?
Are you gonna prompt me? Okay. So I have a couple, and I was waiting on permission to tell one, but I haven't got it yet, so I'm not gonna tell that one.
All right.
I think this has probably happened to a couple of us, where people men ask for you to step on them with your heels on, and maybe a couple of us have done it.
You mean a dominatrix move?
Yep. Yeah,
Crush
but
them.
just at work, this is like a Tuesday.
Wait, step on them where?
In the privates.
Well,
On their jewels?
Yeah, they're
right on their jewels.
We've had stories of this.
Can't you send them to the hospital by doing that?
I'm not gonna take them to the hospital.
No, man.
I'm working.
So you've done that? You crushed a dude's jewels with your stilettos?
More than one time. Not crushed, hurt, but you just give it a little tap.
And they enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're there for, I think.
It's right through their pants. Oh, this is getting too dirty.
Yes, they have pants on. Yeah.
Whoa, that's something I never want to try.
We had a true confession where a listener called in and she gets big money they come to her house and
that's
she
right.
pretty much crushes them.
Get turned on by that.
Someone
Right.
asked me to kick.
Kick them?
In the crotch?
Yeah, so
Now
Like
that's over the
slam.
line.
Slap him in the crotch?
Well, no, you slap them in the face.
Hold on.
yeah.
Katana, on a microphone,
I
please.
like doing that.
So they'll have to slap them in their face. They'll say, slap me. So you'll slap
I would love that if I were a dancer. Yeah, I'll slap you in the face.
I warm up my hands. All right.
Well, it just so happens you're up, Katana. What's your story?
Okay, so I think there was a storm that happened, and so all the power went out. And so all the power went out in our club and next door, and so all the girls used our phones, flashlights to lighten up the place, and all the girls played music on our phones. So we were still giving lap dances in the back room. There were people buying bottles. There was probably 30 girls and probably about 50 to 70 people. We were busy. So you had 20 different phones going off and girls dancing to their own music. It was
Kind
crazy.
of cool.
It was funny, but we made a lot of money that night.
Did you?
With no power.
I actually remember that night.
You remember
Oh.
that?
Yes, I do.
That was a big night. Big night in the
I worked
exotic
at a
game.
I actually worked at a different club, but all the power, it was like rolling blackouts. And all the power was out.
You have that. Isabella, you're up.
So this was on a Saturday about 4 in the afternoon. This guy came in. He just turned 21. He also just broke up with his girlfriend and has never been to a strip club before. And he said he was drinking since 11 that morning. And we go in straight to a champagne room, and he is doing glass shots of champagne, just downing champagne. And he gets up to go to the bathroom, and he just falls, and he cracks his skull open. The ambulance had to come, and he left in a stretcher. I saw his skull, and the next day he came in with his dad because he forgot his credit card, and he had stitches down his forehead. His dad looked so mad. So yeah.
So did you not get a tip for the private dance?
I got, since he left his card, I think I got mandatory 20%.
There you go.
When you
there you
don't tip
go.
your server, they just.
Okay, didn't know that. Aspen, you're up.
I'd have reached in his pocket when he's laying there
this
unconscious.
one is definitely on the weird side. I met a random guy at the bar, and he immediately, like, I told him the prices of the dances. He immediately said he wanted to do an hour in the champagne room. And so I was like, okay. So we get upstairs, and he tells me, okay, I don't want you to dance. I want to sit here as long as it takes until you can pee on me. Hold on, it gets better. But I'm bladder shy. I could not pee in front of anybody.
Oh, wait, you were going to do it anyway?
No, listen to what I did. He was so drunk, I started taking ice cubes and sticking them down my pants and sitting there. He ended up doing 3 hours back to back to back, waiting for me to pee. And so I would get up and there would be like a wet spot from the ice cube. And I'd be like, oh, I can't, like, there's a tinkle. Like, and no. And finally, after like the 3rd hour, he was like, do you want to keep going? And I was like, I'm not, like, because I was like, what if I were to actually do it, would I get fired?
Right.
Like making a mess?
How much money did he spend?
It was close to around $3,000.
I would have sat there then for another 2 hours with those ice cubes.
And that concludes on-the-job stories from the erotic dancers. We do need to make a winner, but that's later. This is Dave and Jimmy.